A Christian organization needs to respond to an abuser or a sex offender, number one, by reporting it to the law. In the United States, it is a felony in all 50 states. And it's interesting to me that churches often think that they can handle such a felon themselves. But if the person had murdered somebody, they would know better. And so we need to, first of all, bring in those organizations and institutions and legal systems and everything else that know how to respond to abuse. It is very rare for a sex offender to have only one victim. And if you read about sex offenders and hear their stories, some of whom have been interviewed in prison after it doesn't really matter when they tell the truth because they're already there for life, many of them have anywhere from 40 to hundreds of victims. And many of them say they go to churches on purpose because churches are easy to fool, because they often want to believe the best about people. And if you go in and offer your service and you help the elderly and you help young people, particularly the young people that people don't know how to handle, nobody will look. And if somebody comes forward and says you've been an abuser, nobody will believe the child. So it's very important that the church have the humility to recognize this is not just a one-time act, almost for sure, that they do not have the expertise to handle it, for sure, and that outside experts need to be brought in. We want to take the doctrines of redemption and forgiveness and make it all okay. And churches will talk about giving grace to offenders. You know, you're reporting it to law enforcement officers, you're not giving grace. As if somehow grace means having no restrictions or boundaries. Which is an odd idea, because if you have a small child who wants to run in the street, part of the way you show grace to the child is to prevent them from running in the street. Well, sex offenders are running in the street, and they're running over children. And you can grant them grace, and you can love them. You can continue to walk with them while they're still in prison and not abandon them. But grace does not mean no restrictions. You have to work with the offender, but the victims must be protected as well as future victims.